After Cal was done with his speech, he was told that Russia and China were exchanging fire and were preparing for nuclear action. Soon an earthquake hit California, leaving it in ruins. A scientist appeared on TV explaining climate change did this, so humans were to blame. Nicole and her team tried to evacuate the president, but seeing the janitor in the hall made Cal change his mind about this speech. He wanted to tell people the truth so they could say goodbye to their families. Xavier organized the other agents to protect all the doors of the Oval Office while the president went live. Cal offered sad but sincere words when he told his country about the incoming worldwide disaster, making everyone in the room cry. After the speech was over, Cal apologized to all his employees, but they weren't happy about the lies. Xavier received a call from Terry but dropped his phone when people started to freak out. When a man tried to steal a gun from the guards, an agent had no choice but to shoot him down. As everyone stepped back in fear, Xavier picked up his phone only to find a failed call. Afterward, the Secret Service took Cal to the elevator while hearing the guards opening fire in the corridor. Xavier gave Cal his bulletproof vest before leaving the White House to rush to the helicopter. Hundreds of protesters were held back by the guards and a few men were shot down, so Xavier had to run back to pick up the briefcase with all the nuclear codes. When he was about to get on the chopper, a coworker begged to be taken too, raising his gun as a threat. Suddenly Nicole shot the guy in the head and reminded Xavier to do his job. She stayed to hold back the protesters while the helicopter successfully took off. Once they landed, Xavier got a message from Presley saying her mom wasn't there. Xavier tried to call Terry to no avail. He wanted to do something but Cal told him it was pointless, making Xavier realize the president always knew she wasn't going to make it. An argument ensued as Xavier called Cal out for not telling him the truth earlier. When the birds appeared in the sky flying like crazy, the other agents reminded them to get moving and Xavier rushed to the plane to reunite with his kids. Minutes later, the passengers were told to brace themselves because they were about to encounter high-pressure sound waves. Xavier's plane shook for a while and continued to fly on, however the other plane crashed on the ground. Cal apologized to Xavier and gave him a satellite phone to contact his wife. Then Cal was called to the office, where he learned that all the justices and Congress died in the crash. 2 nuclear devices were launched and they believed one was targeting Colorado. Kirtley revealed that their plane took some damage too, so they had to land at St. Louis. The team wanted to shoot their nuclear weapons back to protect their domes, but Cal wanted to think about it. When Samantha came to check on Cal, he shared a little secret that only the president knew. After the Cuban Missile Crisis of the 60s, a colonel had an idea to create an ultimate failsafe. It was a linked array of global EMPs and satellites that could fry every electronic circuit on Earth and disable the nukes. He could shut off the world, but it would take the planet back 500 years, which was still a better alternative than a nuclear apocalypse. Samantha warned him that those people were going to die anyway, so it would be more humane to use the normal nuclear codes, not to mention it would leave the dome without communication with the outside world too. Cal thought people deserved a chance and asked Agent Melvin to take Samantha out of his office.